What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we got another green day here. We trade a stock PALT. Check it out. Well, guys, today PALT, the heartbreak of the day for me, still green on the name, but man, wait until you see what happened here on these charts. But one thing was for sure today, it was a day about discipline and not breaking rules. Because I waited on PALT multiple times, and I'll show you on the charts here what levels I was waiting for. And I was waiting for them to come to me for an entry, but it didn't come. So I just sat there and sat there and sat there and sat there. And I was able to prove to the members of the daytraderchatroom.com what discipline looks like. I had my levels predetermined, I had my trade plans predetermined, and I waited for my levels to hit. It only hit one time, and I took the one trade, and I traded the trade plan, and that was it. The other times I sat there and waited, and it didn't come. And most important thing that is, especially for new traders, that you need to practice is discipline. Because without discipline, all you have is nothing but fails after fails after fails. Because if you're not disciplined, you give into FOMO, you fall victim to emotions, and all sorts of stuff like that, which all that ends up doing is hurting your bottom line. It hurts your accuracy, it hurts your confidence, it hurts your mental capital, it hurts the capital in your account. So you want to stay disciplined, and that's what we showed today, and that's the perfect example of discipline that I gave my group today at the daytraderchatroom.com. Link to a 5-day trial in the description and comment section. Now, every other stock was failing, and PALT was the only one making moves, so I traded accordingly, and we'll go over that. I'll show you the charts here. Before we move any further, just watch, listen, take notes, and if you found value in the video, then at the end of it, smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video. Now let's go ahead, not waste any more time, and jump into the charts. Oh wait, but before we do, trade ideas, guys. Trial period, a little test drive. I'm going to leave you a link in the description and comment section. Now let's go ahead and jump into the charts. All right, guys, let's jump into this recap here on the day. Let me show you the dashboard here at the daytraderchatroom.com. 5-day trial in the link in the description section and comment section here. AUVI, GOVX, FOLT, NCNA, and SPY, SPY, obviously, on watch today for me. I expected the SPY to bounce a little bit here this morning. CEI, this thing is just a monster. AUVI, as you can see, nothing there. This thing just faded, gave up over 50% of the gap up. GOVX, similar, gave up about 50% of the gap up. Resistance held up on this thing. And FOLD folded under pressure here and went ahead and ate up the entire gap up and made even new lows after that. NCNA kind of tried to make a quick little move here. I'll scroll back here in time and show you. You have a little bit of a double top that showed up here intraday, right here and right here. And even though it was trying to flag there, it just gave up everything here and as well. Came on back down and fading this gap up. So with that being the trend of the morning, with all these leading gappers just giving it all back basically, I left one thinking, what else is there left to do? So I told the gang, I'm going to be watching the scanners to see if we can find something to play. And PALT started to hit the scans. Let me see if it wants to hold this zone here. First take profit will be up here in front of the highs. Taking some profit off there at 714. More off 720, guys. To take profits off on this one, guys. Might take a little bit more off here soon. Holding the rest here to break even. So I'm going to hold my stop on this last little piece here. Okay, so there's literally nothing for me to do right now other than wait for either this thing to tear through the highs or stop me out on the remainder of the position. So I'm not looking the best right now, but it is low volume on the drop here. But it goes along with everything else we've been seeing all morning on most of these. Quick little pops and then just drops. This one has done, honestly, the best job. That's why I went after it. So out of it there, 677. And it caught my attention because it was something that had moved earlier on this week. It had news earlier on this month as well, and early on we had this really nice clean move up, got halted, resumed, pushed higher, nice increase in volume, got over that $6 on the daily level here on PALT. And right there's where it caught my attention. And I kept telling everyone, I'm not going to chase it. I'm going to wait for my pullback into support, something where I think I can get long and be comfortable in my position, by buying a pullback. I'm not going to chase it because you never know when the bottom's going to just fall out of a chase. And that's just not my style. I like to buy pullback. So right here, I was waiting for a pullback into support and eyeing the volume. We had decreasing volume on the beginning of this pullback into that 670 area. 660s or so was a level on the daily that I was looking at for support. And we had the 23.6 fib and VWAP lining up there more or less. And right here you see we get this nice confirmation bounce off of VWAP and the 23.6 Fibonacci level. And I get long in there at 690. So long there from 690 where they stopped just underneath there in that 660 area. Here's where my stop would have been at the time, underneath the low of that candle. And I was just looking to see if we can get that push up here to new highs and maybe get up there, 730, 740, eventually that $8 area. So long from 690, first take profit would come off here in front of the high of day. And that first take profit would come off at 714. At the time, the highs were 720. 720, so yeah, 720 were the highs. So some off at 714. And then here we push up to 724, and I take another piece of profit off at 720. Both of these were off on the ask from that 690 entry. So nice take profits here. What I didn't like about that was that we just didn't have any continuation off of that push there at all. I really would have preferred to have seen, especially on that big increase in volume on that little push through the highs, to have seen a move to 750. That would have been the money shot there and exactly what I was looking for. And we just didn't get it. We didn't get it. Volume started to drop a little bit here on this pullback. This was a nice pullback on low volume. What concerned me was that we had made a new high by just 4 pennies and on big volume and failed. It was a failed new high. However, we were holding above that level. I did take off a little piece of profit here at 707 just so that I could alleviate some risk just in case this was going to fail like everything else that we saw this morning. So with 3 take profits from 690, I'm now looking at this with the same stop in mind. I'm actually considering possibly adding back to it if we can hold above that 23.6 fib VWAP and now the 9 AMA, which are all lined up in that area right there. The only thing here, like I said, concerning was that failed new high. We did have decreasing volume on the pullback, and this is what intrigued me here to stay in the remainder of the position and possibly toy with the idea of adding. But we fail that area there, and I get stopped out of that last little piece, taking an L on the last little piece of that position. And all in all, it didn't matter because it was a small piece that was left. 3 good take profits from 690, 714, 720, 707. And now I was just sitting here telling the guys, well, maybe we can get a pullback back down here to 624, see if that previous halt price holds support. Otherwise, I think it's just going to be choppy for a little bit. And sure enough, you see the chop here. And here's where the heartbreak comes in, because we get the chop, and then look at that. Explosive move on big volume increase through the highs, gets halted up there around 750, and then we get that huge explosive move from there. And it was just sad to see because it never gave me a pullback that I could buy. And I sat there and waited and waited and waited looking for a pullback. However, it never came out of the halt. I was looking for a pullback back down there towards that halt price, and that previous high didn't come. It just pushed straight up from that level. And if you chased it at any point in time, you might have made money unless you chased it at the top, right? Here out of the halt, we start to trade sideways. I'm looking for a pullback back down there to that 756 area where we were halted more or less, those 750s. Looking to see if we can get a pullback there, 23.6 fib, previous halt price, 9 AMA, no dice. We squeeze higher. Then I'm looking for a pullback into the 820s, previous resistance zone, 9 AMA, 38.2 Fibonacci. But we again don't pull back. So I just sat there and watched it go without me because I'm not going to chase it. And then now here I was looking for a pullback back down towards that $8 area, but nothing yet here. And just it's looking like it's going to be one of those days where we're just going to have to watch it and let the FOMO crowd take complete control of it. But I have to remain disciplined, and I have to stick to and adhere to the trade plans. But the team did amazing today with 83% of traders green on the day, only 16% red. We ran our polls just like we do every single morning, and the team really had a strong showing of discipline today with 83% of traders in the green. So congratulations to the team for that. Well, guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope I brought value to you on this day and you were able to take some notes from this and apply it to your trading and help you become a better day trader. Any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Remember to smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, check out the daytraderchatroom.com. My courses are up there, video lesson library with over 200 videos. I trade live every single day that the market is open, obviously. We put out alerts so that we can learn together, live lessons and recaps every single day as well. Now let's go ahead and end it here, and I'll catch you on the next one.